Hello there, Malia. I heard that your mother is in critical condition right now. So what's the word? Is her time running out?
Are you being serious? What's wrong with you? Kelly, I cannot deal with this right now. Just tell me what you want and leave me alone. I don't want to waste any more time talking to you than absolutely necessary.
I don't believe you. Here I am, going out of my way to talk to my daughter-in-law, and this is how you respond to me? It's a wonder why my son even puts up with you. It's precisely that nasty attitude of yours that caused all of this to happen to you in the first place.
What? There was so much nonsense in there, I don't even know where to start. What are you talking about?
Karma, Malia. Karma. Think about all the bad things that have happened to you lately. Your mother's condition worsened to the point where she needed round-the-clock care, but there were no nursing homes within a drivable distance who could handle someone in her condition, so you had to take care of her yourself at home. That's a ton of time and money that you're having to spend on her, and it's all because of you. What goes around comes around. Maybe if you were slightly more pleasant to be around, your mother wouldn't be dying right now.
For the love of God, Kelly! Of all the times for you to go on one of your nonsensical rants, my mother is currently in critical condition and I don't know how much time I have left. I don't have the time or the patience to deal with you. For once in your life, could you not be an insensitive harridan?
Why should I be sensitive? My mother's not dying, yours is. She's nothing to me. I don't see any reason to care about her. Your mother will soon be a thing of the past, and I want to talk about the future.
What future?
My future, of course. Your mother's going to die any second, right? Are we talking days or hours?
I'm not talking to you about this at all. Now stop messaging me. I'm putting down my phone.
You can't do that. We have so many more important things to talk about. Do you think sometime next week would work out for you?
Next week? For what? Are you actually talking about my mom's funeral while she's still alive?
Why do you have to make everything about you and your mother? Oh, you're so self-centered. I'm not concerned with your mother's funeral at all. Like I said, this is about me, not you. I'm going to move next week.
Okay, congratulations. I have no idea what you moving has to do with me, though. And this time's for real, Kelly. I am putting down my phone. Do not message me unless you actually have something important to talk to me about. Preferably don't message me at all.
Hey babe, just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you. If there's anything that you need, just let me know.
There is nothing that I need from you, Mike. Even if I did need something, I would sooner have a random homeless guy from the street bring it to me than you. I'm not in the mood for your fake kindness, so stop messaging me and leave me in peace. We'll talk later.
This isn't fake. Why would you think that? I'm genuinely concerned about you.
After everything you've done to me, you want to come to me now and act like the sincere, concerned husband that you never were? I don't want to talk to you right now, Mike.
Come on, don't talk like that. I know this is a hard time for you, and I want to do anything that I can to help you get through it. Like, you just lost your mom last night. That's gotta really hurt.
What's your angle, Mike? Why are you trying to use my mom's death to get back in my good graces? You're too late for that. And yes, if you must know, I am absolutely crushed over the death of my mother. Not that you actually care. However, my mom's death is now an opportunity for me to start my new life and look forward to the future. She wouldn't want me to dwell on my past forever, and that includes you. You know what? Actually, there is something you can do for me. Your mom has been sending me bizarre texts ever since last night.
Yeah? About what?
I don't even know. That's the problem. You need to talk to her and get her to stop. And one more thing. Tell your mom the truth, Mike. You owe that to her.
The truth? The truth about what? What are you talking about?
The truth about what you did and what we did because of it.
Oh, that.
Don't tell me you forgot to tell her.
Well, I mean, it's not so much I forgot as... I don't know, I just thought maybe enough time had passed, you could forgive me, and we could just keep things going the way they are.
This isn't about me forgiving you or not, Mike. We are through. Finished. It's over. So stop acting like you're still a concerned member of my family, because you are officially not. And honestly, you never were. The only true family I had was my mom, and she's gone.
Hey, what's going on? I'm standing in front of your house right now. Are you going to come out or what? The truck is going to be here soon. I hope you're in the mood to work, because I have a lot of things for you to carry for me. Malia? Malia, are you there? I don't believe this. You're not even home right now. Where are you and what are you doing? You're not out at some club or something, are you? I am appalled. Your mother hasn't even been in the ground for a week and you are already gallivanting around the town like a college girl?
Not again. Kelly, what are you talking about? What truck? Why are you at my house?
I'm moving in today, and the moving truck with all of my things is going to arrive soon. I'm so proud of my son for buying such a big house for me. I can't wait to see my new room.
Your new room? Do you ever make sense, Kelly? Do you think this is your son's house and that you're going to live here now? My mom just died. I am stressed out enough as it is. I don't need your shenanigans making things worse. Come out and say it, Kelly. Why are you here?
I already told you I'm moving in today. Oh, did I forget to tell you? Oh, silly me. I just thought that you must be terribly lonely after the death of your mother, and I have the perfect solution for you. I'll take her place. You can take care of me all day instead of her.
What?
That's all there is to it, so open up the door already. The truck is going to be here any moment. Why would you be out of the house on a day like this? You should have told me about your plans when I asked you last week.
You should have told me that you were going to try to force your way into my house.
Your house? What a bunch of nonsense. It's not your house. My son, out of the kindness of his heart, simply allowed you and your sickly mother to live there. And now that she's out of the picture, it is my turn to claim what's rightfully mine from the very beginning.
It's rightfully mine, not yours.
Just because you're married to a man who cares about you enough to buy a house for you doesn't mean you own it. Your mother is dead, so now I'm going to live there. Frankly, I don't get why you think you have a say in the matter. My son will be thrilled when he comes home and sees me all moved in.
Wait, you mean he doesn't know? But that would mean that you don't know about... Oh, that idiot.
What?
This is unreal. How could he not have told you yet? I'm going to pass the phone over. You just wait right there.
What in the world was that? And now you're calling me Mom? You've been married for years now, and you've never called me Mom before.
That wasn't me. It was Mike. We're talking with our lawyers right now. We were in the middle of a very important conversation, but you went and started texting me a load of nonsense, so I passed Mike the phone.
But I don't understand.
All right, if that's not enough for you to get it, then I'm going to have Mike call you himself. He has a lot that he needs to tell you. Honestly, it makes me feel kind of sorry for you that you're completely out of the loop. You're just some confused old woman.
Answer your phone, Malia. You owe me an explanation. Is everything Mike told me really true? And I can't live in your house with you anymore? But if that's the case, then what am I supposed to do now?
There was a very good reason I wasn't answering my phone. I am busy right now. I can't talk to you. That's beside the point, though, honestly, because even if I could talk to you, I don't want to. So once again, tell me what you want as briefly as possible so I can go back to ignoring you.
You know exactly what I want. I am standing here at your house ready to move in. You need to open the door and let me inside.
How stupid can you be, you senile old hag?
Excuse me?
Your son just gave you the whole story, didn't he? I listened to him and it seems pretty crystal clear to me. You are not moving into my house today, tomorrow, or any other day. You are never going to live in my house. Get it? Mike just got done telling you that, so I am racking my brain to think of a reason why you still think I'm going to let you in. Seriously, Kelly, tell me where your confusion is.
But it's just that I thought that was Mike's house. Is it really yours? And the two of you are getting divorced? Is this all some sort of a cruel joke?
Why would we both work together to play a trick like this on you? And we are not getting divorced. We are divorced. We got divorced an entire month ago. You were saying that Mike let me and my mom live here out of the kindness of his heart? No, I was the one letting him live here. He has no right to live in this house.
I had no idea. I mean, no one ever told me. How could you wait until this moment to tell me something so important? Do you have any idea the position I'm in right now because of you?
Are you really going to try to blame this on me? Not even Mike thought that you would do something so grotesquely stupid as to move into my house without telling either of us. Sure, Mike should have told you sooner, but that is a completely separate discussion. You just single-handedly decided that you were going to move into my house. You even hired a moving truck to take all your stuff there today. Well, it sucks to be you, but you're not moving in with me. Me and Mike aren't married anymore, and that means there is no longer any relationship between me and you.
Then what am I supposed to do with all my things? And what should I tell the movers?
I don't know, and I don't care. It is not my problem. Tell them you're an idiot and that the move is canceled, so they'll have to put all your stuff back into your old house.
But I can't do that.
And why not?
Because I already sold my old house.
You have got to be kidding me.
I'm not, but even if I could move back in, I still have to pay the movers for their work today. You want me to pay them to take all my stuff out and put it right back in? You two not telling me about any of this until the very last minute has caused a world of trouble for me.
Once again, Kelly, who was it who made the decision to move? You. Who was it who hired the movers to take your stuff to my house? You. Who was it that deliberately did not tell either Mike or myself about your plans? You. If you had simply done that last thing, then we could have put a stop to it before either of the first two things happened.
But I didn't know.
And that's your fault. You got yourself into this mess so you can get yourself out. Look, I'm done with you. If you still don't get it, then talk to your son. None of this is any of my problem.
But I tried talking to my son. He just told me that I needed to talk to you. Why else do you think I would be trying to contact you right now? But I see that you're not interested in taking responsibility for your part in this.
Shut up and leave me alone, you demented old nut job.
Hey!
I am sick and tired of you avoiding any and all responsibility for your own actions. Don't tell me I'm responsible for you being a complete moron. I am kicking Mike out of my house, effective today. You will never live there either. Now, I mean it this time. Goodbye. Good luck finding somewhere else to live.
Malia, are you there? I am in big trouble right now, and I need your help.
For the love of God, Kelly, why are you contacting me again? It's like you have some kind of problem in your brain preventing you from processing new information. I have told you this so many times now. I should set it up to where every time you text me, it automatically replies, I am not going to do anything for you. I'm not even going to talk to you. Talk to your son.
But that's just the thing, Malia. Mike says he's not my son anymore. He tells me he's disowning me as his mother. I can't believe he would say such a terrible thing to me. I gave birth to that boy. I raised him. What did I do to deserve him turning his back on me like this? I had to pay the movers extra to bring all my stuff back to my old house. It took some doing, but I ultimately was able to back out of the sale. I had to pay a massive penalty for breach of contract, however. Can you imagine making me pay them to not sell my house to them? The nerve! How can you hear all of that and not have even an ounce of pity for me? Isn't there something, anything that you can do to help me out in my darkest hour?
I did hear all of that, Kelly, and you know what I think? It sounds like all of the things that are happening to you are your fault.
That might be the case. But you have to consider things from my point of view. I was under a huge misunderstanding. I had no idea what was really going on between the two of you. In one day, I found out that my son was both divorced and unemployed. This is all of my worst nightmares come true. Maybe I made a mistake or two along the way, but you can't honestly tell me that this is all my fault.
And what do you want me to do about that, huh? I know it's not all your fault.
You do?
Yes, it's also your idiot, lying, low-down, no-good son's fault, too. Is that what you want me to tell you? Does that make you feel better about the horrible position you've put yourself in? Oh, and by the way, I've got more good news for you. Your son is up to his eyeballs in debt. So things are about to get very, very hard for the both of you. So you'd better find some way to get over whatever your issues are with each other and work together.
He's in debt? I don't believe it. I would love nothing more than to support my son through this, but he's cutting me out of his life. I've never seen him this mad before, not even when he was a teenager. Malia, please, can't you do something for me? I don't see why we can't all just make up and live together as one big happy family.
Because we're divorced. We're not a family anymore, and we never will be again. That means that I will never have to put up with your delusional ramblings ever again. Now, if you want my suggestion, you need to act like a mother for once in your life and go slap some sense into your son. Never speak to me again.
Hey there, Malia. I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. My mom sure is a psycho, huh? But after the way I talked to her, I don't think you'll ever have any trouble from her again. You heard the way I spoke to her on the phone the other day, right? I was being pretty harsh on her. So yeah, I think that should assure you that we'll do much better from now on.
Mike, there is no from now on for us.
Come on, really?
We've been through this. We're divorced, and I'm kicking you out of my house. You signed a contract at the meeting saying you understood that, so there's no getting out of this. We have nothing more to talk about. You have until this evening to pack up your things and leave that house. If you don't, then you'll face massive fees for breaching the terms of our agreement.
But I got rid of my mom for you. I told her I hated her, that she's an idiot, that I never wanted to speak to her again. I'm glad to finally be rid of her. I never needed her anyway. The only person I need is you, Malia.
You're only saying that because you're afraid of becoming homeless. And if I really were the only person you needed, then why did you cheat on me? Not only that, you spent all of your money and mine on your mistress. You even took on debt in order to keep spending money on her. And once the banks wouldn't lend you anymore, you stole money from your company, which got you fired.
But that's all in the past. I'm a changed man. You'll see.
No, I won't, because I am never going to speak to you again. We're already divorced, Mike. The only reason I let you keep living with me was to keep my mom from finding out about our divorce. I didn't want her to see us fighting in her final month. But she's gone now, and I no longer have any reason to keep up appearances. I want you gone as quickly as possible. If I never see your face again, it'll be too soon.
Malia, I am really, really sorry for what I've done to you, but I already apologized for all of that a bunch of times. Don't you think it's time you forgave me?
Give it up, Mike. You know fully well that nothing you say is going to do any good now. Or, well, if you don't know, then you're just a hopeless idiot. I mean, sure, you spoke to your mom in an incredibly vulgar fashion over the phone, calling her every dirty name in the English language, but you don't seem to understand that this whole debacle was partially your fault for not telling her the truth.
I had no way of knowing she was going to try and move into your house.
But if you had told her that we were divorced and it was my house, then she never would have done that. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Really, Mike? What was your plan here? Did you think I was going to come running back to you after you berated your mom in front of me? Or even that I would let you keep living in my house? Did you eat paint chips when you were a kid? You're going to be homeless, penniless, and alone in a couple hours. That wasn't just a self-serving act of betrayal. It was an incredibly stupid choice. She's your only lifeline now.
But Malia...
But nothing. No excuses, no apologies, no begging. I don't want to hear anything else from you. Go apologize to your mom, not me. If not, then you're going to have to go to a homeless shelter or something. Not to mention you'll never be able to pay off your debt.
Aren't I too late for that, though? I thought cursing out my mom was my last chance to get back together with you. But it didn't pay off.
Yeah, if anything, it only made me hate you more. What the hell is wrong with you? Talking to your mother like that? She could get in an accident any time, you know. How would you feel if those were the last words you ever said to her? This is my final piece of advice to you, Mike. Take care of your mom. Make things right with her. Spend as much time with her as you can while you still have the chance. Because once she's gone, it'll be too late for regrets. Goodbye, Mike.
Hello there, Malia. I happened to walk by your house today and saw a for sale sign posted. It made me think about, a lot of things. And that's why I thought I might text you to see how things were going.
I'm sorry, who are you? And what do you want?
I completely understand why you would respond that way. I said terrible, awful things to you. I just wanted you to know that I am truly, sincerely, unapologetically sorry for what I did.
Wow, so you are capable of apologizing. That's a bit of a shock. Anyway, I don't have anything to say to you anymore, so I'm going to block your number now.
Wait, I wanted to thank you.
Oh? Thank me for what?
Thanks to you, me and my son are a family once again. I'm not sure what you said to him that day, but whatever it was, he said it opened up his eyes to what a fool he'd been. And that was what woke me out of my delusions as well. We were completely in the wrong.
Yeah, I am aware of that.
Your dear mother was lying on her deathbed, and all I could think about was moving in after she passed. I have no idea what came over me. I was exceptionally cruel to do that to you, Malia. I got to thinking, if it were me taking my dying breath and someone had said something like that to my boy Mike, he would have been positively furious, and rightfully so. And after all of that, I didn't even attend her funeral. Mike and I both did unforgivable things to you, and you have every right to despise us.
I am not sure how to respond to this. I am literally at a loss for words. I never expected a sincere apology out of you.
I also wanted to assure you that Mike will pay you every cent that he owes you. I'll make sure of it. He both cheated on you and stole your money. I never knew he was capable of doing such a despicable thing. I only have myself to blame, though. I'm his mother. I raised him. But for the record, he is working quite hard to rebuild his life. At least that's how it appears to me. We're living together in my house.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's how it would work out.
I'm so glad I was able to back out of the sale. If I had waited just a few more hours to call the realtor, then the title would have been officially transferred to the buyer and I'd be homeless.
Wow, you made it in just the nick of time.
Yes, but I still had to pay an extraordinary penalty. It was an extremely pricey lesson to learn. But as a result, I am spending more time with my son than I have in ages. So thank you, Malia, from the bottom of my heart. Your words were exactly what Mike needed in order to turn his life around. And for me as well, for that matter.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you've had a change of heart.
Not nearly as glad as I am, I assure you. Mike has told me that he wants to treasure every moment that we have together. You have no idea how wonderful that feels.
Wow. Well, Kelly, I don't suppose the two of us will ever speak again after this, but I'm happy for you. Once that house is sold, I'll be moving to another town and starting a new life. I wish you and Mike the best of luck. Goodbye, Kelly.
Goodbye, Malia. Thank you again, and take care.
I haven't heard from either of them since. I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing, and honestly, I don't particularly care. But I do feel a bit better about the whole situation after receiving those last few texts from Kelly. I suppose I can call that the silver lining of the dark cloud of my relationship with them. As for me, I bought a smaller house that was more within my means. I miss my mom dearly, but I'm doing my best to live my life to the fullest every day. That's the best way I can think to honor my mom's memory. I've decided to focus more of my time and energy on my career, which I had mostly put on hold while I was taking care of my mom. It helps me keep my mind off of my troubles. I hope that everyone out there learns the same lesson Mike and his mom learned. Don't take a single second for granted. Treasure every last moment you get to share with the ones you love. But not just because you're worried about having regrets when they're gone, but because time is the single most precious gift we're given in our short time on Earth. Use it wisely.